Now, more of my conversation with Donald Trump Jr. A short time ago, we talked about how the killing of Charlie Kirk is affecting him personally. It must be tough for you and your family and how you speak to your children, your 5 children, about what happened to Charlie. You know, how do you feel about that in your gut right now, Don?
You know what? Perhaps I'm, blessed with a little bit of the Trump gene. We don't stop. We don't give up. We don't take our ball and go home. But I will tell you this: I got the call from my kids before I ever got a chance to call them this time. I've had too many of those conversations with my 5 young kids in the last 14 months. But they were scared because they know what I do,
Right.
on a sometimes daily basis. I was supposed to do one of these college campus events with Charlie in like 2 weeks. Right before the election, I did an event where, right before I was going to go somewhere there, hey, there's a credible threat from someone who wants to, attack me. And I was like, hey, guess what, guys, we have to still go. And that mentality has stayed. I mean, I remember in 16, I think we were at Michigan State University, Charlie, one of the first college campus tours we did during the campaign. And we got there and, a bunch of radical leftists were there. And as we're getting on the stage, the Michigan State Police was like, hey, guys, like, we can't stop you from doing this, but we can't guarantee your safety. And we think it's a mistake for you to go out there. And Charlie and I both looked at each other and we said, I'd rather get my butt kicked than give them the win of silencing us. So I get that it's not easy, but I think once enough people band together in unity for the common cause of really the future of our country, I think the other side will realize that they're grossly outnumbered and this stuff will have to stop. But we also have to call out those people who are doing those things. When you see people in powerful positions and teachers and all these things celebrating the death of someone who is one of the kindest individuals I've ever had the honor of knowing, we have to call that out because that's not acceptable. Those people shouldn't be teaching our young children and indoctrinating them and propagandizing them for decades. That's perhaps why we have so many frustrated 20-year-old youth running around the country, because they have no purpose. They've been told that men can't do anything anymore, and they must punish themselves for being born into who they are, and they must become trans to be able to be accepted into a group because that's a unique group with privilege. This crap has to stop, Martha. And those are the things that Charlie talked about. He did it much nicer than me and much more eloquently, and he could do that with a smile and in casual discourse. And that's why, again, he was so effective at taking so many people who'd had decades, frankly, of indoctrination in our school systems from elementary school and on, and getting them to flip at an unprecedented level. Truly an accomplishment that no one's been able to do. So I think we honor his legacy by doing what he would want, which is for us to stay engaged, to be able to have those conversations, to do so loudly and proudly, to make sure that our voices are heard and that everything he stood for is not forgotten. I think he will do that because there's just so much out there of Charlie doing that so well. I think
absolutely
you decades worth of material that we can still learn from.
You see that, plus 11 in the youth category in the 2024 election is an extraordinary shift in political history. And it really is, in large part, due obviously to
40 points,
absolutely, absolutely. Has to do obviously with your father, President Trump, Charlie Kirk, and you by his side. I want to let you go, but I want to ask you one last question because I think we all were very moved when we saw Vice President Vance with the casket returning Charlie Kirk's body to Arizona, his wife, Erica, getting off the plane with Usha Vance yesterday. What was that like for you to see this video, Don?
Yeah, listen, as I sort of said in my tweet, I don't do the soft stuff so well, but I've definitely had my share of rough hours in the last 2 days. So that was hard, as you can. It's hard right now. So it was really tough. This is someone I spoke to every day for the last decade, probably multiple times a day. So a true leader, a great family man, a great father of 2 young children, who's frankly accomplished more at 31 than most people would in multiple lifetimes. So it's definitely difficult.
Yeah. Well, I know you said when he first came on the scene, he was getting coffee and carrying bags for everybody, and that this just had this extraordinary growth. No, that was when he was a kid, and this extraordinary growth in his trajectory has been really, I think, just a joy for so many people to watch. And obviously, we mourn along with you at the loss of your dear, dear friend. Don, thank you very much for being here. We send you all of our love and hope for consolation in this really, really tough time for all of us and for you and your family. Thank you, Don.
Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you.